Hey there, soon-to-be moms and YouTubers. Thanks for tuning into this video. Today I'm going to talk about the 6 things you need in order to birth smooth and easily. First thing that you'll need is Marie Mongan's Hypnobirthing book, the Hypnobirthing method. And I encourage you to get the one with the CD in the back. I know that on Amazon they are selling for about $16 for the new edition, but it doesn't come with the CD. And when I bought my original book, the 3rd edition, it did come with the CD, but I lent it out to a friend of mine who then gave birth super easily in her own home and didn't feel a lot of pain when she did it, and it went really smoothly. So that's the first thing you'll need, and read it front to back and do everything that she says and listen to that CD every night. Number 2, the second thing that you need is to meditate or listen to some meditations that you do like. I encourage you to listen to Marie Mongan's Rainbow Relaxation script or CD. I think you can find that CD or meditation online, and she also has one called Affirmations for Easy Birthing. So I encourage you to listen to those every day, right before you fall asleep. Just put it on, and even if you fall asleep to it, it's okay, because your subconscious mind will soak it in. If you haven't ever meditated before, I encourage you to check out my YouTube video, 3 techniques to making meditating easy. Number 3, create a mantra for yourself that has to do with your birthing. For example, I am capable of birthing my baby without feeling any pain. Yes, it's true, you don't have to feel any pain. Pain's not really part of the package. Uncomfortable feelings are part of the package, sure. A little bit of pressure and discomfort, yes. But pain really is not necessary in birthing your baby. Number 4, practice breathing techniques. So if you've ever done yoga, you'll know that they talk about the full and complete breath, also known as Dirga breath. And you're taking this breath from your lower belly all the way up into your chest. When we do this for birthing, we want to do it a 4-count inhale and an 8-count exhale. Marie Mongan talks about all of these in her book. So if you're wondering what breathing techniques do I need to practice, she talks about those in her book. And there's also different videos out there that you can check out that teach you how to use your breath. But practicing your breath during those Braxton Hicks contractions is a great way to prepare your body for when labor and delivery actually arrive. Number 5, only fill your mind with positive imagery about birthing. So analyze the stories that you've heard from previous. What have you been told with regards to giving birth to your baby? Were you told really scary stories full of fear? If so, I would say forget whatever you heard and don't take in those images about birth ever again. Instead, you can find really great birthing videos on YouTube that discuss their birth and how easy it was, especially hypnobirthing mothers. Only look at good things and put good images and relaxing images into your mind when it comes to birthing. In this way, you're able to attract the perfect birthing experience, because what you have in your mind fills you with confidence. That which we think about, we attract. So if we're thinking about it, we're creating a vibration within us, and then we're attracting via that vibration. So if you have a belief or an idea about birth that brings you fear and trepidation, then I want you to shift out of those images and out of that thought and replace it with positive images and positive thoughts. Number 6, do yoga. Do yoga every day. And what kind of yoga postures should you be doing? Well, I'll discuss that in just a second. But if we do yoga and we focus on our hips and our spine, aligning our bones and relaxing our hips during certain postures, we can begin the process of preparing our body to birth that baby easily. Not only does yoga help stretch your body out so that you can give birth to your baby, but it helps strengthen your body so that when the time comes, your body is capable of doing what it needs to do. Let's get back to what yoga moves you should do. The first yoga move that you could do is called Child's Pose. Now this is toes together, knees apart, and forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax and practice relaxing your hips. This is key here, relaxing your hips and relaxing your forehead. Relaxed hips and relaxed forehead means easy birthing. Also, this position will help move your baby into the perfect birthing position. So if you're about 37 weeks and you're worried that your baby's not in perfect birthing position, go ahead and get into Child's Pose. The other position that you can do that will not only help get your baby in alignment, but help you to relax your hips during labor is Cat Camel. Cat Camel will help strengthen your core and your pelvic floor, and this is what helps push your baby out. You won't be doing any of the work during your labor and delivery if you do hypnobirthing. Now, if you are trained in hypnobirthing, you'll know that just by breathing in and out through each contraction will help relax your body enough so that your uterus can push your baby out for you. Everything is detailed in this book. So you'll want to get into Cat Camel position each day to strengthen your core and your pelvic floor. The other position that you can do is Puppy Dog Pose. This is kind of like downward dog, only you're on your knees and your hips are high. Your chest is reaching towards the ground, forehead to the mat, and take a deep breath in and relax your forehead and hips. You can go from Puppy Dog Pose to Downward Dog, where you stretch your hamstrings out and walk your heels towards the ground. Now keep your back straight and your knees bent in order to do this position without hurting your back. This also helps put your baby into proper alignment. Another position that you can do to loosen up your hips and to help with sciatic pain if you've got a lot of load that you're carrying on you because this baby's heavy and you feel a little pinching in your hips, go ahead and come into Pigeon Pose. Pigeon Pose is drawing your right knee towards your right hand and crossing that ankle over. And same thing for the left side. If you can, come all the way down and bring your forehead to a block or a pillow. If not, rest on your elbows. Another great position for relaxing your hips and stretching your hips out for birthing is Frog Pose. Your knees are nice and wide. You'll probably need something to pad underneath your knees, but your knees are nice and wide and your toes are pointing out, stretching the inner thigh and groin area. And finally, another great stretch for birthing moms is Straddle Pose. Spreading your legs wide, facing the long edge of your mat, breathing in, and as you exhale, reaching over towards your toes in both directions. Make sure that you neutralize your hips and spine by reaching down the center. I hope this video was informative for you and helped you feel more confident in giving birth to your baby naturally. It's totally possible. In fact, I have 3 of my own, ages 6, 5, and 2 years old. With my latter 2 kids, my second and my third, I gave birth naturally and easily. By then, I was prepared to give birth naturally and easily because I had taken hypnobirthing courses and was trained in hypnobirthing. With my second child, it was a really awesome, it's so relaxing. This whole story is really empowering for me. It all began when I started to feel a little bit of contractions, which I thought were just Braxton Hicks the night before, and I couldn't sleep very well, so I just kept tossing and turning. And I woke up that morning at about 6:30 a.m. feeling this tightness in my hips, so I knew I needed to do some yoga and stretch out. Well, I got on my yoga birthing ball and I just loosened my hips and got into Child's Pose and Downward Dog and Puppy Dog Pose and just stretching out my hips and loosening them up because they just felt really tight. Almost like I had ran a marathon the night before. As the day progressed and as it came to about 9 o'clock in the morning, I started to feel these contractions even more so. And that's kind of when it dawned on me that, oh, I'm in labor and I'm gonna have my baby today. I was totally relaxed and there was a point where I sort of felt nervous about the whole situation because of my previous birthing experience with my son. So I just popped in my earbuds and I listened to Marie Mongan's Relaxation meditation. the rainbow one and the affirmation one. And I just listened to it back to back to back because they're about 20 minutes long. Around 10:30, my water broke, and nothing felt painful at all. I just heard this pop, and then I felt this, gush of liquid down my leg, and I told my husband to call the ambulance because I didn't think we were going to make it. But I was totally calm and relaxed. I stood up, and immediately as I stood up, I felt the need to get on all fours, and so I did. And I got on all fours and crawled to the bathroom, and everything was fine. I felt her head pushing through, even though I wasn't actively pushing. I was just taking deep breaths and relaxing my hips, and I could feel my uterus just pushing her head through. So I was crowning just a little bit, just as the paramedics came and tried to get me into the ambulance. Well, as they tried to move me, they were going a little too fast, so I just squeezed his arm as tight as I could to slow him down, and he got the message. I didn't have to say anything at all. I walked out the house very calm and very slowly at my own pace into the ambulance and laid down on the gurney. And one of the guys said, "Don't give birth to this baby in this ambulance." And I looked at him and I thought, "It's fine." And I said, "I can catch my baby. I'm ready." We go to the hospital, which was only 5 minutes away, and as I'm getting into the emergency room, I felt the need to moan as I breathed because I knew she was coming really soon. In fact, I was kind of holding her in that whole time because she could have came out right as the ambulance showed up, but I held her in for the sake of their comfort and my own. It wasn't painful to hold her in at all. It was just a little bit uncomfortable, of course. But as I was entering the emergency room, I felt those deep waves and surges. So I took a deep breath and moaned really loudly. And when we finally got into the room, the doctor said, "Okay, give a big push and we'll have a baby." Well, I didn't feel like pushing. I just felt like breathing and moaning. So that's what I did. I listened to my body. I took a deep breath in and I went, "Oh," and out she came really fast and really easily. And before I knew it, I was holding her in my arms. I wasn't scared at all. I was very relaxed. I was calm. And in fact, I was still in that meditative state from earlier that morning because I had just been listening to the CDs over and over and over again up until the time the ambulance arrived. If you are still nervous and still concerned about how you're going to give birth naturally and you want extra tips, techniques, and guidance in this area, be sure to check out my 6-week hypnobirthing course. In this 6-week course, you'll learn everything you need to know about hypnotizing yourself during labor and delivery. By the end of the course, you'll feel confident in your ability to meditate easily and give birth to your baby smoothly without feeling any pain or Thanks fear. For watching this video. If anything that I said resonated with you, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about your birthing experience. My name's Jess, and I'm so grateful that you tuned in with me today. Thanks for watching.